Is everybody happy?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Oh, hi guys. I'm sorry I wasn't expecting company. How are you guys doing? Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Oh, hold on a second. Let me pause Bailey for a second so you guys can hear me. Sorry guys, had I known that you guys were gonna stop on by, I would have cleaned up around the place. This was so unexpected, but it's so nice to see you guys. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm just going through my pantry to see what kind of things that I can make with what I have on hand. I'm not gonna call this a pantry challenge or anything because this isn't really a challenge. This is a real life dilemma. So this morning when I got up, I was thinking, man, I just need a little bit of money to buy some groceries just so I can get some staples in the house. So I went on my Fetch Rewards and I had a little over $56. I'm sorry, not my Fetch Rewards, in my Ibotta account. And then I went on my Fetch Rewards and I had like 57,000 points on Fetch Rewards. And I'm like, okay, I wonder if I can transfer that over and redeem it as a Walmart card. But then it got me to thinking, and so I went into my wallet on my Target app, and I noticed that I had a little over $3 in my Target app account. Plus I had a $5 gift card. So I thought, well, maybe I should do some shopping at Target. I haven't shopped there in a while and I only need a few things. So I put all of my money together and I transferred over my money into gift cards to redeem for Target, and now I have like, what was it? Oh, okay, so I have about $115.08 to work with for grocery budget this week, which is pretty small for our family, but we really do need some fresh produce and some milk and eggs and bread and stuff like that. But it got me to thinking too, like, what can I do with the things that I have on hand that will help assist me along with this little budget that I'm working with? So that's what I'm doing here. I was thinking, like, I have some peanuts. Don't ask me why I have so many peanuts. I don't know. They've been collecting in my pantry for some time now, and I was like, I could probably put some use to these. I thought, well, since I'm running low on peanut butter, I thought maybe I can make homemade peanut butter. Because, the kids, they can eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They can spread peanut butter on crackers. They can, if I'm able to get to the store and buy some apples, they could dip apples in peanut butter. It'll give them some protein and it's tasty. So maybe we can make some peanut butter. What do you guys think? We just need peanuts, honey, which I happen to have some honey that's been sitting in my pantry for a while. It is a little crystallized, but don't throw away your honey. Even if it looks expired, believe me, it's not. Honey does not expire. And I think the other ingredient that we need is some salt. let's go ahead and try and make some peanut butter. I'm gonna grab the existing peanut butter because I figured I could just mix this right in, right? Before we make this peanut butter, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit in the kitchen because I am feeling a little weird with how messy the kitchen is. So I'll get back to this peanut butter in a jiffy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch this out for my food processor. And I'm going to add in 2 cups of peanuts. So one, oh look, that was just enough to make 2 cups, so that's perfect. And then we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of honey. You know, I think I'm gonna try and microwave this to like loosen it up a little bit. I'm gonna take the lid off and put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. And then it just says a pinch of kosher salt. I don't have kosher salt, so I'm just gonna add in a pinch of regular salt. And then we're just gonna blend it. So I'm just gonna go medium and let it go the full cycle. Okay, I don't think that that's long enough, so I'm gonna do it another time on high. Okay, let's get a look at it. So it's looking pretty dry still. At this point, I'm gonna add in the peanut butter that I have, and all I have is just the Stater Brothers brand creamy peanut butter, and I'm hoping this is going to make it a little bit more softer. If this doesn't work, I might just add like a touch of oil, and I'm just gonna blend this on high again. There are some peanuts that are still stuck on the side here, so I'm gonna scrape that down and blend it again. You know what though, I am gonna add in that 1 teaspoon of oil to help loosen it up a little bit. Well, that's actually looking pretty good. But I think you can get a little bit smoother, so let's just run it one more time. I'm actually gonna try the smoothie option and then blend it one more time. Whoa, that's actually looking really good. So let's get a taste tester in here and see what they say. I want you guys to taste this peanut butter and tell me what you think.
Okay.
A little bit what?
A little good.
A little good?
Yeah.
What do you not like about it?
That it's a little too hot and...
Hot?
Hot? Yeah.
What do you mean by hot?
It's a little hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
What do you think, Christian?
It's fine.
It's fine? You know what it is? It needs more salt. It's not salty enough. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt to this and see if that helps. Okay, I want you to try this again.
Okay, good.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. I would say use anywhere between 3/4 and 1 teaspoon of salt to help balance out the flavor, especially if you're using unsalted peanuts. If you're using salted peanuts, I would probably taste test to make sure that you don't over salt it. But the texture looks great. So I'm just gonna be putting this in a regular old mason jar, and it says to store it in a dry, cool area on the shelves. I could see what she means by it being hot. It's just warm from it being processed. The blades and the motor and everything just made it warm, but once it cools down, it'll probably taste like real peanut butter. The texture is just a tad bit gritty, but it's not bad. I think what saved it too was that I added a little bit of store-bought peanut butter to it. But either way, this is gonna be just fine. All right, so since my pantry is pretty much empty, I guess it's a good time for me to go through all of my stuff, recondense, clean out all of my containers, and start over fresh.
about a month, and then the next time he's seen is on January 24th, 2018, and that's when he started to get back on the trail. The other one, I'm assuming, had this feeling of just wanting to double check and make.
Good morning, guys. I came in the kitchen hoping that I wouldn't make it in here before my kids even woke up, but they were already awake. They're about ready to come in and make their breakfast and stuff, but I got a lot of things done. I was able to clean out my refrigerator and my freezer. I was able to go through some stuff in my refrigerator out in the garage and the freezer. I cleaned out all of the food that was in the refrigerator. I rearranged it. There was actually a lot of food in there combined between the refrigerator and the freezer. I was really surprised on how much food I was able to find. And I found some things that I could come up with to make some meals. But let's go ahead and take a look what I did in the pantry yesterday. This actually took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take me. I was actually almost finished by the time my husband came home from work yesterday. So this is all I really was able to get done. It looks really nice. I'm really happy with how it looks. It looks like there's more food now that I've rearranged, decluttered, and organized. I found these at the Dollar Tree a few weeks ago, and I've been holding on to these for like the longest time. I had already put my tea bags in one of them, so I have like a tea station. And then this is like my yogurt bar. So I have almonds, I have chocolate chips, I have granola, and I have some walnuts. They fit perfectly in these little containers. They're pretty cute, and they can either be stand up this way or they can be stand up this way, and I like it that way. I'm just happy that I got a head start on everything. I got to go through all of my things and know what I really needed and what I really didn't need. So I've been writing down my list, and so far this is all I have, which is only 11 food items and 2 non-food items that I really need that I can't wait for. I downloaded an app. It's called Supercook. I don't know how good it is yet. I'm still playing around with it. I just started using it yesterday, but pretty much you just put in ingredients that you have in your pantry and you can see a list of recipes to make with what you have on hand. So I did that. I printed out a few recipes. So I found some 3-ingredient breakfast cookies that's just made with some banana and oats, and since I have those frozen bananas in there and a bunch of oats, I figured I could make those for breakfast. I have a box of spice cake in my baker's pantry that's been sitting in there for a while, and I don't want it to expire. And since I have that can of pumpkin in my pantry, I figured I could make a pumpkin spice bread. I think that would be really good for a dessert for the kids. I have a whole roasted chicken. I don't know if you could see it over there. And I found a bag of frozen veggies. I had planned on making a chicken salad over the weekend and never did, but I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't, because now I can make it and it'll last us for a few days. My husband can even take some for lunch. I think I even have some stuff to make teriyaki sauce. So I have some things that I can work with for now, and that's what I want to get to working with later. Unfortunately, I can't go shopping today to get the rest of the things that I need because my reward card for Target has not gone through in Fetch. If you don't have eggs, milk, fruit, vegetables, you feel like you have no food. Just go through your freezer. You might find some things you didn't even know you had in there. Go through your pantry, rearrange it. You might find some things in there that you didn't think you had, and just buy what you actually need. I need to get in there and get this workout in and get dressed for the day, and then I want to get started on some things that I can make that will help bulk up all of my ready-made foods or what, anyway, I'm gonna go. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just gonna go in there and do what I gotta do, and I'll see you guys back here later.
Holding tight to family, looking in your eyes, and I feel more that I could stay a while. Taking all we planned and building it up again, and I see what will be for you and I. And I won't give you up, never let you go, never letting go. I am yours, and I
picking some really good timing. I've already gotten some tea made. I got the pumpkin spice bread in the oven. The kids are like saying they can't wait to eat it because it smells so good. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. I got teriyaki sauce on the stove. What else did I do? Oh, I made the chicken salad. So I'm probably just gonna do the 3-ingredient breakfast cookies. And then also I thought about taking some of the bread before it spoils and making peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables. So I pulled out my little cookie cutter. I think it's like a 3.5-inch cookie cutter. And I think I'm just gonna make those myself and individually wrap them and throw those in the freezer. I'm gonna keep an eye on the teriyaki sauce. It just needs to simmer for another probably like 5 minutes. I'm just letting it like kind of thicken up. And the cool thing about this recipe, like you could swap out if you don't have pineapple juice or you don't like the flavor of pineapple, you can use water if you want, but the reason why I use the pineapple juice is because the sugars that's in the pineapple juice kind of thickens the sauce up a little bit more, so it's more of like a teriyaki sauce and not like a teriyaki marinade, if that makes any sense. So it shouldn't take too long for that. So I'll probably be making some teriyaki chicken tomorrow, and I'm gonna combine it with the teriyaki chicken that I already have made. So all I need to just pull out is some chicken tenders and it'll make another full meal. Anyway, I'm gonna check on this pumpkin bread because it's about to go off in 2, 1, it's done. Okay, so let's take a look at that. I just want to see if it's done all the way through. It says it takes 35 to 40 minutes. Let's get a toothpick. Ooh, it got me. I think it's done. I think that's pretty clean if you ask me. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it cool off on this little rack here. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn it around. This is my brownie pan rack, but I think it'll work perfectly for this. So I'm gonna let that cool all the way off. But I also want to top it off with some cream cheese frosting that I have left over from a cake that I made. I think that'll taste really good with this. Okay, so now we can get to looking at our teriyaki sauce. It looks like it's not completely finished yet. The color is developing really nicely. It's nice and rich looking, but I don't think that it has that sauce-like texture yet. Let's get a spoon. Well, we're almost there. It does look pretty good, but I want it to reduce just a little bit more. I want it to be a tad bit thicker. So we're gonna let that go for another few minutes. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to whip up these cookies. And it says that it makes 8 cookies, but I think I'm gonna make a double batch, and you're crooked, so let me fix you.
You're gonna cut that part, right?
That's better. No, I'll probably leave that part in, Emily. So these bananas are still somewhat semi-frozen, but I'm gonna work with them anyway. Okay, so it says just to mash up all of your bananas until it's nice and smooth. They look good.
You're making banana bread?
No, baby, I'm making banana oatmeal cookies.
Oh.
Yeah. So it says 1 cup of oats, but I'm using 2 because I'm doubling this recipe. You know what I think I'm going to add in here? I'm going to put some cinnamon because I think that would add some good flavor to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And I'm not even going to measure it out because I don't see the need to. So I'm just going to put in there as much as I think that it needs. And I think I will add some walnuts in there. So I'm not going to measure this out either. I'm just going to do 1.5 of a capful. And then I'm going to throw the rest of my chocolate chips in here, which is probably like 1/3 of a cup. I'm sure you could add protein powder into this too if you wanted to bump up the protein powder. And I have some protein powder, but I'm not going to do that this time. They're looking pretty good. They're coming together pretty nicely. Emily, you want to put the oats away for me?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so this is supposed to make 16 cookies. I think that's a lot for 16 cookies. It just says scoop the dough onto prepared baking sheet and bake for 12 minutes. It also says to line your baking sheet with parchment paper, but I'm running low, so I'm just gonna use this silicone mat. Does that look too big? It looks too big, huh? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna use this little scooper and see if that's better. That looks like a more reasonable sized cookie. What do you think? I think that's good. I'm only gonna put 6 cookies on there and we'll check back in 12 minutes and see how they look. I think I'm also going to take my bread out of the loaf pan. and let it rest out. Ooh, the weight of it feels nice. And I'm gonna just put it back on the rack here. Look at that. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, it has a really nice texture. You could definitely see that pumpkin in there. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cool completely. Okay, so I wanna take a look at the teriyaki sauce, and it looks like it's doing really good. I actually think it might be done. It's reduced well enough. And when it cools down, it'll probably thicken a little more. Oh, that is so good. Okay, so we're just gonna put this in a mason jar and store it in the refrigerator after it cools down. Okay, so while my teriyaki sauce is cooling down a little bit before I put it into a jar, I'm just gonna make some of these sandwiches with this bread that I have. And I'm gonna make peanut butter and jelly, and I'm also gonna make peanut butter and hazelnut.
Holding tight to family, looking in your eyes, and I feel more that I could stay a while. Taking all we planned and building it up again, and I see what will be for you and I. And I won't give you up, never let you go, never letting go. I'm done running, I am yours. And I won't give you up, never let you go, never letting go. I am your forever love. Picking up the pieces to all that we've been through, and I know that I'll make it up to you. Staring at these pictures 20 years from now.
We got full? One more?
Never letting go. I'm done running, I am yours, and I won't care.
So my timer went off at 12 minutes. Let's take a look at these cookies. Let me see if I can look underneath them. My experience with these silicone mats is that they don't brown the bottoms that well. Yeah, see how the bottom looks kind of gooey still? I'm gonna let these go another couple of minutes. Okay, the color is looking a little bit better. Sorry, I forgot to mute the TV. So I'm just gonna pull these out.
And I won't give you up, never let you go, never letting go. I'm done running, I am yours. And I won't give you up, never let you go, never letting go. I am your forever love.
Okay, so I got 19 cookies out of those 2 batches, and each cookie was 102 calories. But since I added in the chocolate chips and the walnuts, and there's 19 cookies now, it comes out to 121 calories per cookie. And I want to give one a try. So these ones on this side are cooled off. I want to try it. No one will ever know. See? No, it looks even. Let's try this out. It does have a really good banana-y texture on the inside. You can definitely tell that that's banana, and the texture of the banana tastes like as if you were eating an actual banana. But the chocolate chips and the walnuts, I'm glad I added those in there because it gives it a little bit more texture. It's really good. I don't know. I like them. My husband's home. I thought I was gonna have a little bit more time, but he's home early. So what I'm gonna do is when they cool down completely, I'm gonna put them in a bag and I'm gonna put them in the freezer and I'm gonna take them out whenever I want a snack. And I'll probably serve this with some Greek yogurt or something. But that's it for me today. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow, and hopefully keep your fingers crossed that I get my Fetch Rewards reward or my Fetch Rewards Target card so that I can go grocery shopping and get the things that I need. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I still haven't received my $50 gift card from Fetch Rewards for my Target. So I went to go look at the status and it says it takes 72 hours to process. But we are making do with what I found in my refrigerator and my freezers and all that good stuff. So it's not like we're in dire need of food or anything, but I can't proceed with any grocery shopping. So for today, I am just going to get started on my normal chores and do some things around the house. And I'm going to be editing the beginning part of this video. I do have some dishes to clean. I have some dusting to do, sweeping and vacuuming and possibly mopping. I already pulled out some chicken tenders to make dinner tonight. So I'm going to use this in combination with the chicken that I have in my refrigerator to finish off my teriyaki chicken. So I will be sharing that recipe tonight, which isn't really much of a recipe, it's just a meal idea. Yeah, that's gonna be my day today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We're here at Target, finally. It's like almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I try to get here as early as possible because I wanted to beat like any kind of crowd or anything. I wanted to be able to take my time and really look at the sales and see what they have that I can buy with my $115. So let's go ahead and go in and see what we can find. What do you think, Emily?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta grab from over here, okay? You happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at these bananas. There's some long bananas. They don't even fit in the screen. Could you imagine? It's a long banana. But the bananas are looking kind of overripened a little bit, but I did find some that were green. looks pretty good. I wouldn't get it, but I can't afford to get that right now. They have 1 pound of can't say that word, enriched long grain white rice for 99 cents. For 5 pounds, you get it for $6.99, which is like if you wanted to buy 5 pounds worth, you might as well just get 5 1-pounds for $5. It'll save you $1.99. Okay, so you can get an 18 count of Guerrero tortillas for $1.99, or you can get a 30 count for $2.69. So you're paying 11 cents per tortilla if you're buying the smaller pack, or you get this one for 8 cents a piece. So it's a better deal to get the bigger pack. Here's the thing about coffee. I only like Folgers or U-Ban, and they have both, but you know, I haven't been able to find the big canisters of coffee. They only sell them in this 25-ounce container. It's $10.29 for this 25-ounce tub. And even if I wanted to buy a smaller canister, it's $5.19 for this tiny little, how many ounces is this? 9 ounces for $5. That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna leave the coffee station for now, and I'm gonna come back when I'm done shopping, and I'm gonna see if I can afford to get the regular one, because I mean, even the off-brand stuff is $9.39. It's not even that much cheaper. So I'm gonna come back. I'm obviously not gonna get this right now, but that looks really interesting. Nashville hot shrimp. If anyone knows what that tastes like, let me know. Okay, let's get a look at the eggs. So they have extra large count of 12 for $2.89. They have a large brown eggs for $2.79. Or they have an 18 count of large eggs for $3.69. Or they have a white 12 count for $2.59. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the 1 pack of 18 for $3.69. It's like 20 cents an egg. It'd be like 21 cents an egg each. So yeah, I'm just gonna get the 18 pack. So I came by to look at the cheese. You can get a big, I think this is a 2-pound bag for $8.59. Or you can get an 8-ounce bag for $2.29. Or you can get a 1-pound block for $4.39. I'm gonna get the block because even if I were to buy 2 of these, it comes out to $4.58. So I'm just gonna get the block. Okay, so here's what our cart's looking like so far. I'm up to $79.33. So I'm gonna go back and look for that coffee. I wanna look for some sliced cheese to go with some lunch meat that I picked up. And I wanna check out a box of cereal. Back to the cereal aisle, and we saw that they have 2 for $9 cereal boxes. So I'm gonna let my daughter pick 2 boxes of cereal. You want Fruit Loops? Okay, grab that one. Okay, go ahead. Look, they have honey corn flakes. They have Cocoa Krispies. They have the Rice Krispies. Which one you gonna get? The Rice Krispies? Look, they even have mini wheats. You guys are over the mini wheats, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So I pretty much got everything on my list, and I still have $15 left. So I'm gonna get something for myself. That was fun, right? Did you like our little shopping trip?
Yeah.
I did too, until the very end, because people were getting upset because we were taking too long at the self-checkout, huh?
Yeah.
But what else was I supposed to do? There was no regular checkouts for me to go through, so I had to do it all by myself.
Salmon.
You did the salmon, you sure did, and I had to enter in all the fruit and everything by myself, and I had to use all of my gift cards, so people were like huffing and puffing. Whatever. Like, I had to do what I had to do. I got all the groceries that I need. I did go over budget by $11, but that's okay. I had it in my bank account. I had $11 exactly, so it worked out. Right, Emily? All right, let's go home and put these groceries away. Okay guys, so this is what $120.91 worth of grocery looks like. This is just enough groceries to last us for at least a week until we get paid again, so I can buy my bulk groceries. The reason why I think I went over $11 on the budget was because my $5 gift card from Target didn't go through. If it wasn't the fact that I had bought this, which was the Fun Nuggets from Tyson, I think I would have made it in my budget. So this was on sale for $5.49, original price $7.29, and as we were going by to look for what I wanted for myself, which was this teriyaki salmon. It's my favorite one. I don't get it very often, but anytime I go to Target, I like to pick this up. And then when I got home, my husband actually told me that he wished that he would have he wished that I would have waited for him to get home, because he had a interview today at 7:30 and I thought his interview was at 10:30. He ended up stopping by the grocery store and he picked up breakfast for the kids. He even picked me up an avocado, and he picked up a half a gallon of milk and a little bit of coffee and a 12-count eggs. My $5 gift card will be waiting for me next time I go shopping. And hopefully next time I go shopping, I will do it at a time where all the check stands are actually open, so I don't have to use self-checkout, because this did take me about 25 minutes to scan in all myself. Anyway, I gotta get all of this stuff put away. I just wanted to come in here and get a little bit more privacy since my kids are home, my husband is home, so I didn't want any noise distraction as I close out this video. I just wanted to take the moment to thank each and every single one of you that are still here at the end of this video, help supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me. I am simply just a homemaker trying to help anyone who needs it, and also myself, and help support my family. And even though I had to use my Fetch Rewards and my Ibotta money to bring in a few groceries, you know, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And unfortunately, I have to start all over and I have to wait on that vacuum, but that's okay. As long as I got food in the house, I am happy to spend the money. It's easy to rack up points on Fetch Rewards. I did find an extra receipt in one of the grocery bags, so I scanned that one in and I got points off of that one. And between all three of the receipts and the bonus that I got like 100 points. So we always start over and it racks up so quickly. Ibotta is a little bit harder and a little bit trickier to get money from, but I had $56 in my account and I had been saving it and it was available to me when I really needed it. So I can't be any more grateful that I had that money available. Sometimes we just have to put aside what we want and we have to do the things that we need to do. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this interview went well for my husband. This is a job that he has been looking at for quite some time, and hopefully it goes through. It'll help him make a little bit of extra money and it'll help support our groceries, because you know that groceries are expensive. Before I go, that does remind me, I do have a balloon popping video that I am going to be coming up with very soon. So if you're watching those videos, please stay tuned. I will have that up and running very soon. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.